Isaiah 2, verse 12. For the day of the Lord Yahweh of hosts shall be upon every one that is proud and lofty, and upon every one that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low. All praises, all power, all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Wakaha Kodash. Yahweh being the name of the Father, who the world immediately calls God. Yahweh, meaning he exists. Bahashem, meaning in the name. Yahushai, who the world immediately calls Jesus Christ. Yahushai, meaning he is salvation. Bahashem, in the name. Rakaha Kodash, Spirit Holy. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach well and rule well, who taught me this truth. Peace and salutation to the Akyam, the fellow laborers, the hopeful elect, pushing this truth and risking all knives throughout the four corners of the earth. To the Akwathim listening, learning, sincerity, and in truth and in silence, Shalom. Akyam meaning brothers, Akwathim meaning sisters, Shalom meaning peace be unto you. It's your brother Shema from the GMS Toronto camp here in Toronto with another lesson. Right? I will get right into it. Right? Donald Trump orders Iron Dome for the U.S. Right? And this is the pride, the loftiness of Esau Edom. Right? We'll read this scripture and then we'll go into the video, Lord willing. Isaiah 2 and 12. For the day of the Lord Yahweh of hosts. Right? And what's the day of the Lord? The destruction, the missiles, right? The thermonuclear intercontinental ballistic missiles pelting America the Great, Babylon the Great, right? And the laser beams from the chariots and the deliverance of the elect of Israel. Right? This is the day of the Lord. Isaiah 2 and 12. For the day of the Lord Yahweh of hosts, hosts being armies, shall be upon everyone that is proud and lofty. Right? These proud Edomites, man. Right? Everyone that's proud and lofty. Right? But the subject matter is Esau Edom. Right? These other nations gonna get it. Right? The valley of decision, the gathering of troops, the war of Armageddon, mountain of troops. Right, all these armies, all these Edomite armies, Rome 2.0, NATO, the beast, the whore that sitteth upon the beast, right? The missiles are gonna destroy Babylon the Great, America the Great. It says here, the day of the Lord of hosts shall be upon everyone that is proud and lofty, beginning with you Edomites, and upon everyone that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low. Right? Everyone that is lifted up. Right? Pompous, proud Edomites. Nero, DT-45, is boasting in his pride of building Iron Dome to prevent missiles, man. And the scriptures say none can turn them back. 13th verse. And upon all the cedars of Lebanon that are high and lifted up, and upon all the oaks of Bashan, and upon all the high mountains, right? High governments, right? Amalek, Babylon, America the Great, NATO, the EU, right? Gog, Magog, China, Pakistan, right? High government, high mountains, which are governments, and upon all the hills that are lifted up, right? Beginning with America the Great, the highest of the highs, the whore that sitteth upon a beast, and upon every high tower, and upon every fenced wall, America, and upon all the ships of Tarshish, and upon all pleasant pictures, and the loftiness of man shall be bowed down, and the haughtiness of men shall be made low, and the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai alone shall be exalted in that day, right? The Lord alone right? The king of terrors, right? Edomite supremacy is going to be done away with.
There's a new item on President Donald Trump's wish list, an Iron Dome for America. He signed an executive order on Monday. It directs the US military to create a missile shield. Against what? Most kinds of aerial weapons, even hypersonic and ballistic missiles. We've seen how effective the Iron Dome is in Israel. It has protected the country for years. But this system, is this practical for a bigger country like the United States? And how much would it cost? Our next report tells you.
Remember Donald Trump's slogan from 2016?
We're going to build a wall. It's going to be built.
Well, this time, he doesn't want a wall. He wants a shield. A shield of missiles to protect American skies. Or, as he put it, an Iron Dome.
Here's what we need. To immediately begin the construction of a state-of-the-art Iron Dome missile defense shield, which will be able to protect Americans. You know, we protect other countries, but we don't protect ourselves. And
Trump has already signed the executive order. The Pentagon has 60 days to come up with a plan. The goal? To protect America from next-generation strategic weapons, even your ballistic and hypersonic missiles. The idea isn't new. Ronald Reagan first invested in this plan. He tried to protect the US from a ballistic missile strike. This was way back in 1983.
Will soon go forward.
Since then, the US has invested $415 billion on this project. And the result? No success. Even today, it's almost impossible to shoot down a ballistic missile. They are relatively small. They hurtle down from the edge of space, and they travel at many times the speed of sound. You cannot shoot them down from Earth. Your best bet is missiles stored in space. And that is what Trump wants. He wants a system that can shoot down missiles from space, a technology that doesn't exist today. So ballistic missiles are out of the picture. What about smaller rockets? Israel's Iron Dome makes short work of these rockets, so why not America? Experts say it's simply not practical. The US is the third largest country in the world. Its size is 9.8 million square kilometers, and Israel just 20,000 square kilometers. So the US is 490 times bigger than Israel. It would need more than 24,000 Iron Domes to defend itself. The cost? Around $2.5 trillion, which is several times higher than the US military budget. And it's not just about the money. Israel and the US face different kinds of threats. Israel handles rockets from Gaza and Lebanon, slower, short-range weapons. But the US? Their biggest threat are ballistic missiles from other continents, from countries like China, Russia, or North Korea. Nobody is lobbing rockets at the US from Mexico or Canada. Yet, this Iron Dome obsession remains. Even Europe is toying with the idea. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky suggested it recently. He said that Europe should have its own Iron Dome.
Europe needs its own version of the Iron Dome, something that can deal with any kind of threat. We can't rely on goodwill from a few capitals when it comes to Europe's security.
We get the allure. It's reassuring to hear about a shield of missiles, to see projectiles being shot from the sky. But you cannot copy-paste defense strategies. What works for Israel will not work for the US. What works for the US will not work for India. So Trump's Iron Dome business doesn't sound like a practical strategy. Though the defense contractors will be licking their lips.
We're calling the show Vantage. We hope you like what we...
Khan. Right? And even, listen, regardless of what prideful, proud Nero spews out of his mouth, right? The scriptures say, none shall miss their mark. 2 Ezra 16, Verse 3. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? Right? These missiles. None of them going to turn back. The Spirit of the Lord is going to be on these missiles. A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues, the missiles, are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away an hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire in the stubble, when it hath begun to burn? May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? Right, the arrows being the missiles, the strong archer being the silos, right? And these nations possess uranium rods, man. In the article, in the video we just watched, they named 3 nations: China, Russia, and North Korea. Those are strong archers. Verse 8, here's the point. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, right? The Lord sending these missiles. And who is he that can drive them away, right? No NORAD, no Iron Dome, no cyber hack jamming system is gonna turn away these missiles. Right? Nahum 3. Nahum 3. I want to read this in NLT. Nahum 3 and 12 in the NLT. Nahum 3, verse 12 in the NLT. All your fortresses will fall, right? And this is going into Nineveh, right? America the Great is spiritual Nineveh, spiritual Sodom, spiritual Egypt, spiritual Assyria, spiritual Babylon, right? All your fortresses will fall. They will be devoured like the ripe figs that fall into the mouths of those who shake the trees. Your troops will be as weak and helpless as women. The gates of your land will be opened wide to the enemy and set on fire and burn, right? Your gates, your defenses, right? Open wide to the enemy and set on fire and burn, right? These missiles, listen, man. Scriptures say 200 million. Revelation 9. Revelation 9. Verse 16, it reads, and the number of the army of the horsemen, right, the horsemen being the missiles, were 200,000, right, 200 million. And I heard the number of them, NLT, I heard the size of their army, which was 200 million mounted troops, right, and that's the warheads, that's within the heads of the missiles, right, 200 million missiles, no Iron Dome could stop that, right? Once again, it's Esau's pride, man. Right? Esau speaking proudly. Right? Jeremiah. Jeremiah 50:9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon, America, right? An assembly of great nations from the north country, right? The north country, Russia. And they shall set themselves in array against her, right? Array against who? America. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as a mighty expert man, and none shall return in vain, right? None shall return in vain. All the missiles, the Spirit of the Lord is going to be on the missiles, and the missiles are going to hit their mark, man. Iron Dome, no Iron Dome in America. Nero making a proud statement. We're going to build an Iron Dome. No Iron Dome is going to stop prophecy, right? Verse 10, NLT, Babylonia, America, will be looted until the attackers are glutted with loot. I, the Lord Yahweh, have spoken. Right? This is the prophecy, man. America the Great is going to be destroyed with thermonuclear intercontinental ballistic missiles shot out from the east, arcing in the skies, landing in the west. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. Right? Lake of fire, never to be inhabited again. A land of desert animals and wastes. Right? But yeah, that's it on that. Nothing too long. Just wanted to touch on that real quick. You know, these Edomites are proud, man. Right? And Nero is the personification of pride. Right? DT 45. Proud, man. Right? This man signing everything that's coming across his desk. And just speaking. Right? Just running, just speaking, you know? But yeah, with that, call Allah Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach one rule well. Shalom to the hopeful elect.